Hello, this is Janet Michael. In addition to hosting the Valley Today each weekday at noon on the River 95.3, I also produce podcasts, and I'm excited to introduce you to a new podcast series in partnership with Lord Fairfax Community College. Having provided higher education and career training for the past half-century, LFCC is tightly interwoven into the fabric of the Northern Shenandoah Valley and Piedmont regions. Join me every week for conversations with current and former students to hear their funny and inspiring stories as we learn about their journey to higher education, the role that LFCC has played, where they are now, and where they plan to go. We'll also talk to current and former professors about their experiences and best memories of LFCC over the past 50 years. Get every single episode as they're released on our website at theriver953.com under the podcast tab, or you can subscribe for free in Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, on Spotify, Amazon Music, wherever you listen to podcasts. Just search for LFCC Stories. Hello and welcome to the Valley Today. I am your host, Janet Michael. Happy Tuesday as you are listening to the show today. That means it is Tourism Tuesday and it is Winchester, Frederick County's turn at the mic. We're a tourist in my backyard this week. So I am pre-recording with Justin Kearns. He is my Winchester tourism guru. He runs the visitor center in Winchester. And Justin, how are you doing this? Well, I was going to say this happy Tuesday morning. That's when people are listening. We're not recording on a Tuesday morning.
Little tired. I play hockey and I play ice. And so until hopefully someone who's listening to this show has lots of money and space and can build me a nice hockey rink here in Winchester, so I don't have to drive to Leesburg at 10:30 at night to play a game.
I'm surprised that's something that hasn't come into our area, because hockey and ice sports in general are really, really popular across the region.
There's tons of caps, stickers and bumper stickers everywhere. So you see a lot of hockey following here. We just don't have anything in the region. So I think there's definitely opportunity. And we've got the Naranjis boy who's doing so awesome up there in Pennsylvania, and he's turning into maybe potentially a pro player. So we've got some potentially famous roots here, and it'd be awesome to have an ice rink here. We have the inline rink, so I coach also with the inline. This has nothing to do with tourism, but I coach with the inline rink. We are actually with the Top of Virginia Hockey, and they just poured the surface over behind the middle school over there. So we're going to have an outdoor inline rink, and that will be hopefully ready for the summer. So that would be pretty awesome.
You can always play sock hockey on the top floor of the Shenandoah Valley Discovery Museum.
They're doing that again. They're doing it again this winter. Yeah, they're going to do it again. It's going to be a Thanksgiving, Christmas, kind of over that whole period thing. So I'm excited to have that come back.
Yeah, they're celebrating their anniversary this year. They're going to be on the show on Monday, June 7th, and talk about the anniversary and all the different things that they've done. And they've survived. I mean, that's one of those things that was touch and go during a pandemic, and they figured it out and they worked their way through it, and they're just as strong as they were pre-pandemic.
Yeah, and they're awesome local partners. They've got people that come from all over the Northern Virginia, Maryland, West Virginia region that come to there. They really are kind of a hub here. They're a great destination. So they get people. It's not just the locals. They get people from all over. So
and you depend on a lot of businesses like that to do that, because that's kind of what tourism is all about. I mean, I've never taken a vacation because I wanted to go to a place to do one thing. There had to be other things there for me to do, because nobody goes on vacation for an hour or two. They go on vacation for days or for weeks.
Usually, yes. So we've got data that just started, like we were talking about last month. So we've got that data that's rolling in now, the mobile location data, and we are able to see, and we've got points of interest that are marked off. So we can actually see now the people that are going to the Shenandoah Valley Discovery Museum, the Museum of Shenandoah Valley, and we can see other things that they're doing. So we can see that about 35% of the people who go to the Shenandoah Valley Discovery Museum but don't spend the night don't really go anywhere else. They just go there and then they leave.
It's a day trip.
But that number doubles of them staying in the area and doing other things if they spend the night. So if they spend the night, they do tremendously more things and they spend tremendously more money. So that's our job. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get people to see Winchester, Frederick County as a destination. So we're trying to fill up the hotels because spending goes up exponentially when you spend the night. So that's what
And that
we're
makes sense. I mean, you hear a lot of these tourism campaigns that are stay another day. And
yeah,
that's what it's all about. It's not so much about staying an extra day as much as it is spending the night. Those two
spending
are
the
the
night.
same thing.
Yeah, well, then you have to eat dinner, you have to eat breakfast. You're probably going to have to fuel up for your gas. The spending goes all around, and then you're looking for other things to do. So you're not just doing the Discovery Museum, you're looking for other things to do. So you're going to hit 2 or 3 more things. And if you're traveling, you got to buy stuff to remember your trip from, because that's how human beings operate. So we have to buy stuff to remember our trip. So then when we get home, we can say, "Oh, hey, I got this coffee mug in Winchester," whatever it is. So people, that spending goes up so much. So again, that's what we're trying to do. That's we're trying to increase that spending.
And now that things are starting to loosen, things are starting to open back up. I know at the end of this month, the capacity mandates are going to go away for Virginia. We were talking before we started recording, Shenandoah Summer Music Theater, I think, is coming back in person this year. We've already seen some of our regular big festivals and events have already happened. Some are on and slated to happen this summer. That kind of stuff helps you as well, doesn't it?
It does. And one thing that we don't talk about much, but that has a huge impact here, is weddings. And the weddings had to be scaled way, way, way back because, again, of the capacity restrictions. But once you get up to 200, 250, that's 99% of weddings are going to come in under 200 people, especially destination weddings. They cater, they got to eat. And if they're from out of the area, they're going to come and they're going to spend the night somewhere. So that's hotel rooms, hotel nights. It's a lot of money that comes into this community, a lot of money. And you just don't see it because they just look like people walking around. Unless you see them in the wedding, you don't know that they're here for a wedding. They're just people wandering around. So they're invisible, but it's lots of people. If I could put a little halo over every single one of them that's here for a wedding, you'd see them all over the place because it's a great destination wedding location.
And
So
that's another one of those situations where they're coming here for something like the wedding, but they're going to be here for a day, a night, a day and a half,
yeah,
sometimes the entire weekend. So they want to know about the museums. They want to know about local theater. They want to know about the Old Town Walking Mall, the restaurants.
yeah, all that stuff. Yeah, and they're usually a younger audience, obviously, that's getting married on average. So you're in your 20s usually. So that those are people that want to go to the breweries and the wineries, and they want to go hang out at the local restaurants and see kind of what the vibe is. They want to go hiking, they want to do outdoorsy kind of stuff. So that fits in great with a lot of what we have here. So again, that spending, man, lots of it. Lots and lots of it. We love little cash registers going off every time I see them walking around.
What
Yeah.
kind of, or even have you been able to yet? What kind of feedback are you getting from the Uncommon to the Core campaign? Are you getting some positive reactions to it?
Thanks for asking. Yeah, we've actually gotten really positive feedback. We've had people, a number of people just organically talking about it and just saying, "Oh, Winchester's Uncommon to the Core." Yeah, there was a city council meeting. Somebody just said it randomly during one of the city council meetings. I was like, "Hey, that's us. That's us." And then we've had a number of people come into the visitor center and say, "Hey, we saw this Uncommon to the Core thing, and we think this is great." And they get all excited and they come on in. Not to reuse the word, but that is very uncommon to see that with a campaign, to actually see people coming into a visitor center quoting the campaign that they saw. So that's pretty unusual. It's been very positive, and we just launched it. We're just in the first infancy, first few weeks, month of this. So hopefully we have a great summer and fall as a result of it. But we are seeing people coming in the door and very positive response off of it.
And I think sometimes that people don't realize that either. It's not like you throw this thing out there and expect, kind of like a Facebook post or an Instagram post, you wait 24 hours to see how many likes you've got. A campaign of this magnitude takes months to really be able to start seeing the effects of it.
That's a very good point. That's a very good point. The way that we crafted this campaign was a lot based on a perception and awareness study that we did a few years back into our target audience, into our target markets. And we saw that the awareness level of Winchester as a destination, what we had here, was very low. And the perception was very vague. It wasn't negative or positive. It was just vague. People had heard of Winchester, but they didn't really know anything about it. So that really helped drive that data, and that research helped drive developing this campaign so that we're raising awareness of the destination. It's not a specific event. It's not a specific call to action of come here next week sort of thing. It's a, hey, you didn't know we were here, but this is why we're really cool. So that's kind of the whole message and the whole purpose behind this. So are we going to see immediate results off of that? We're not expecting immediate results. It's nice to see them when they literally walk in the door, but this is more of a longer term kind of effort for us. So we're hoping to see really measurable results midsummer, late summer, and into the fall. But hey, we got them walking in the door now, so I'll
It's
take.
not like you're going to say, no, wait, come back in a couple months when I can.
That's not what we were expecting, but it's great to see the immediate response off of it. And people are looking for a reason to travel right now, and the people are looking for inspiration and motivation right now. So that's hopefully what we're giving them, a little bit of some place that they didn't know anything about. So hey, let's try that out. Let's go check out the community. So that's what we're getting. And we're super tickled to see that, and we're happy to hear from our businesses that they're seeing people walk in the door. So that's what we're here for.
And I know unique things like your guest, who we're going to talk to in a second after the break, having a jazz club. That's one of those cool things that people seek out when they come to a new area, if jazz is their thing. Sometimes even if it's not, because people are more likely, I think, to try something they wouldn't ordinarily if it's not in their backyard.
Exactly. Because you're here. It's like, why not? Let's try it. Jazz club in Winchester? I wasn't expecting that. All right, sure. Why not? Let's go do it. It's $10, $15. Let's go do it. Because it's not a huge investment. It's not like going to a $100 ticket jazz club in DC. You can dip your toe in it here and see if you like it. So yeah, that's really cool. I'm excited to have Daniel on here when we come back from the break. But yeah, really cool. We got a new jazz club in Winchester. It's one of those just unexpected, uncommon things that we got. It fits right in.
We're going to start incorporating the word uncommon into every single show we do, I think. And we're going to get to the point where we don't even realize we're doing it, is what I think.
Exactly. That's the point. Yes. So we got a lot of new kind of things coming online, and some new restaurants coming online, and new offerings that are coming. And it's going to be an exciting summer. I'm excited for the summer.
Well, let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to bring Daniel Kelly into the conversation with us. He is the owner of Flat Nine Jazz Club. We're going to talk to him about where it is, how it got started, and all of that in just a couple of minutes. So hang in there.
Got a financial decision to make or a goal to reach, but you don't know where to start? You've come to the right place. Introducing Quick Money Chats with the Northern Shenandoah Valley Financial Education Program. Visit tinyurl.com/quickmoneychat to schedule a virtual chat with a staff member or trained volunteer. We won't tell you what to do, but we will give you the tools you need to choose wisely. And because Virginia Cooperative Extension is part of Virginia Tech and Virginia State, your land-grant universities, you can be sure that our information is credible and trustworthy. And you'll know that we aren't trying to sell you something. Maybe you want to improve your credit score, or reduce your banking overdraft fees, or even figure out if you can afford to buy that car. Sorting through tons of information on the internet can be overwhelming, and sometimes it can be hard to know who to trust. Schedule a Quick Money Chat and get the information you need to take action. Go to tinyurl.com/quickmoneychat and get financial education personalized for you.
Welcome back to the Valley today. I am your host, Janet Michael. Happy Tuesday as you are listening to the show today. It is Tourism Tuesday, Winchester, Frederick County edition. I was chatting in the first segment with Justin Kearns from the Winchester Frederick County Convention and Visitors Bureau, trying to find a new rhythm for saying that. I feel like I still need to say it at least once every show, Justin.
You got to say it once.
At least once. I mean, you can be my Winchester tourism dude, but at the same time, people still need to know that that's an official thing.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm quite important. Yes. I've got
I envy your job because you're in a position where you get to meet the cool new kids that come to town like Daniel Kelly before I even know about them. So I'm grateful that I know you because I meet them kind of one level down.
So I had met Daniel, actually. He had been performing on the Walking Mall. He had been doing some stuff with his trio. And I came across him through a modeling person because we were doing some modeling shoots for our photography, and our paths just kept crossing. We filmed some 360 stuff with his trio, playing some Christmas music in the entryway there to the lobby of the Hanley Library, and we got those out on social media and Facebook last Christmas, and then just kind of kept in touch. And then turns out he's got a jazz club now, so he just keeps on doing stuff. So thank you, Daniel, for joining us. What do you got going on?
Well, first of all, Mr. Kearns, Justin Kearns, as well as the radio station, thank you so much, and Miss Janet, for inviting me here. It's an honor and pleasure. What is going on with me? It feels like I have my hands in a little bit of everything. A little bit of background of myself. My name is Daniel Kelly II. I am the Shore 2019 Drum Mastery Grand Prize winner. I am a musician in an Army band, as well as a professional musician outside of the Army. I also have my own jazz trio, and my two new latest projects I just released are my jazz club called the Flat Nine Jazz Club, and another project where I tell you guys later as well.
Just your regular run-of-the-mill musician, Shenandoah University grad that just kind of hangs out and does a few things here and there.
If you think about it, musicians now, we have the mindset of, oh, I just want to perform. I just want to get my talent out there. I still have that mindset, but I am expanding it. I want to also perform, but show the people that you can also come somewhere physical to enjoy other artists and receive something to take home with you, as well as like another merchandise or product.
So tell me about the Flat Nine Jazz Club. Where is it located?
Yes, it is located on 100 North Loudon Street on the Walking Mall, downtown Winchester. If a lot of people do not know where that is at, it is the old F&M Bank building, the Yellow Bank building, which is now Innovault co-working space, across the street from Union Jack Pub. So my jazz club comes in to play during some weekends during the month and just set up the atmosphere that we are focusing and striving towards.
I think it's a genius idea to only, rather than take on having a jazz club that is 5 days a week or 7 days a week or something else, to kind of have like a pop-up club that is there for you to be able to let people come and enjoy, but it's not tying you down throughout the rest of the week if you've got other things that you need to go and do.
Yes. And more that I think about it, the more I'm happy of the decision, because I'm playing with so many hats right now. The Army, my professional schedule, working at a men's specialty store in the community. I think that opening up the club on certain weekends really helped me out and really helped the Winchester City patrons out, because it doesn't conflict with what the city festivals and their special events are doing. So if you honestly think about it, it's a win-win for everyone.
And it's a great space. I think you guys do a great job converting that space and creating that atmosphere. And it's not just somebody just walking up there just playing music. You've got food, you've got alcohol too, and it's kind of all ages things. So you've got your non-alcoholic beverages and all that stuff too, right?
Yes. When I perform at other jazz clubs, if it's a legit jazz club, they are not age restricting. When I go to a non-jazz club, like a rock club that wants my jazz band, they are age restricting, which is kind of confusing to me, because if you restrict, say for instance, a killer 17-year-old saxophonist with his quartet to play at your club, then you're losing out on that experience. I have so many young artists coming up that will play circles around me. I'm just giving them the opportunity to come and like perform, as well as the families and patrons from Winchester or surrounding areas come into the club, and they can not only listen to what the artists are playing, but they can also devour the delicious food that they are ordering and beverages. Because just think about it, you go to movie theaters, you watch the movie, but you don't sit in that chair until you have a large soda and a big extra bag of popcorn.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love the food. So you partner with one of the local restaurants, right?
Yes, yes, one of the local restaurants. I chose that way because one, I the this building space does not have a kitchen, so I can't really do that much, you know. But a lot of people think that, oh, when you go in business, that's all you. You have to do it everything yourself. Well, not necessarily. If you have a vision and you're striving towards that vision, that faith towards it, and people will pick it up. When I tested the food, and I love it. I'm getting a lot of feedback from the patrons and restaurants, so I think it's a good partnership.
And you can find the food menu and your schedule and all that stuff on your website. Might as well throw in the website right now. What's the website?
Yes, you can find everything, tickets, merchandise is coming up soon, maybe in the next 3 months. Events about us, parking on www.theflat9.com. Spelling out the flat nine is THEFLAT9.
There you go.
I'm scribbling that down so I can put it in the show notes because that was going to be my next question. So, where can I go to? Do I have to make a reservation? Do I need a ticket? So, you've just kind of answered all of my questions right there in one fell swoop.
And I'm excited. I'm excited. I want to take my daughter. She's 8 and she loves live musicians. So she loves seeing live music. So I think I'm going to take her maybe on Saturday night and go and just kind of see that because she just loves that experience.
Right,
seeing
right
music.
now,
I love you're all ages. So
if you wait or purchase these tickets for the next show, which is coming up in the second week of June, I believe.
yes.
Second week of June, you won't be disappointed. All of the artists that I pick, I handpick them. They come to me. I put them through a vetting process, and they are the cat's pajamas, the bee's knees, and I'm giving them the opportunity to come, and you will feel like you have spent over $80 when coming into the room, when technically the ticket only costs $10 to $20, but you're getting a grand experience.
And that doesn't surprise me. It's a grand location. I don't know who hasn't been down there. And Justin was telling me he hadn't toured Innovault. And I was joking with him during the break that it was one of the last in-person chamber events that I went to in March of 2020, when probably we shouldn't have been at an in-person event that close to a shutdown, but we didn't know it was coming. It is a beautiful, beautiful building. I could not think of a better use of it than having a jazz club in there.
Well, if we being honest, I wasn't thinking about building a jazz club in that space until I came back from Princess Cruise Lines when I performed with them. Growing up, I'm alumni of Shenandoah Conservatory in Winchester, Virginia, and I remember myself saying to my friends in sophomore year that I want to build a jazz club called the Flat Nine. A lot of people would laugh, they were like, yeah, you can do it. Yeah, whatever. I was like, okay. So I never killed the dream. And I found Innovault, and I was really looking for a office for my drum set room so I can teach lessons. Oh, by the way, I do teach lessons, drum set lessons. I do record drums. So yes. And they hooked me up with an office. And I also noticed that their main hall was underutilized. So I just mentioned them. I sent them a business plan saying, hey, how about I just build a jazz club here? I have what it takes. I know who to contact with. I may be a one-man show, but I have many numbers in my pocket. So they went out on a limb. I went to some partners, and it is what it is today. And if you come to the jazz club, each show is different. You see something new. Like, I'm constantly improving. Like, one time I didn't even have a sign outside, and I was the next show I had a sign. Then the next time I had no baffles for sound. Then the next Saturday has baffles. It's just I love this regeneration, and I'm losing words, but it's so exciting. It's so exciting to see.
A lot of people love coming for that experience. They like coming multiple times to see and feel like they're a part of you learning as you go and growing as you go.
Yes, and I believe That's what we need more in this world. We need businesses to be so transparent that people feel that they are a part of the business. People should feel like, oh, I won with the business. I should give my earned money to them. I should spend more time with them. And if I give feedback, I will actually be heard as a patron, as a supporter, as a customer. And business owners like myself, we will actually hear them and take heed to it, you know? We'll actually grow with them.
Can customers volunteer to like help you out with any of this stuff? Do you need help from a non-paying perspective? Because I'm guessing you don't have a huge budget for payroll at this point.
I never turned down help. I was raised by my mother and father, both preachers. My whole family was Christians and preachers. So they always tell me, don't turn down help because you're still a student of life. Even though I'm only 27 and maybe a 60-year-old veteran will come saying like, hey, do you need help? I'm not going to turn him down. I'll be like, yes, I need help. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking to volunteer at the Flat Nine, please, more to help the merrier, because there's a lot of moving parts in it. And I know down the road, just like every other big business and every other big jazz club, once the volunteers get up here, the benefits will start to pile, and then the capital come in. Then I can turn those volunteers into full-time employees. And who knows? Last year, I was overseeing a music festival in Winchester called Winkfest, and that was the idea that I created to bring in all these artists around town and the surrounding areas for a 3-day weekend during the summer to showcase not only jazz, but jazz and blues and jam bands, because there's not a jazz festival in Winchester. There hasn't been for years. I was like, but you have a school in Winchester that has jazz artists. I don't get it. So I created it, but then it got shut down because it was during the pandemic of the summer. I was like, man. But yes, so I need volunteers at the club. And then once my Winkfest idea come back into fruition, then that will be all hands on deck.
So the website is the best place for people to be able to not only reach out to you and say, hey, I'd like to help in some way, but to get all of the details for upcoming shows, tickets, menu, and all that sort of thing.
Yes, the same website, www.theflat9.com.
Any social media outlets? Are you on Facebook or Instagram, for example?
Yes, for the club, I am on Facebook, Instagram, and the website. For my personal stuff, Daniel Kelly II, that is Kelly the second, or 2 capital I's, whatever you want to write it. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, website, YouTube, everywhere.
He's everywhere. Well, Daniel, thank you for taking some time out of your morning to have this conversation with Justin and I. We both do appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
And Justin, as always, it's fun to chat with you.
Awesome. Yeah. Hey, bringing new stuff every month, right? I appreciate it, Daniel. Thank you. This was fun. You're a fun guest. Thank you.
Likewise. Thank you so much.
I'll be back tomorrow. It is the Valley Business Today, Top of Virginia Regional Chamber's turn at the mic. So meet me back here for that conversation just a few minutes after noon.